Hey everyone, how's it going? My name is Fred Levi, and in this video, what I wanted to talk to you guys was about my PIN formula for doing credit repair. So let's go ahead and get started, shall we? So today is September 26, 2017. I wanted to keep you guys up to rest of what I'm doing, um, and I wanted to start giving you guys little tidbits, little types of tricks and tips that I've been using over the years that's helped me and my credit repair company, and maybe it might do something for you guys. So uh, what I wanted to talk to you guys about today is the PIN method that I phrased. PIN, which is the acronym, stands for personal information, which is the P. The I is inquiries, okay? And the N stands for negative information. So what do I mean when I say PIN? Uh, when I go ahead and I do disputes for my clients, I use this methodology to go ahead and tackle the credit reports. Anything that I see on the credit report that's inaccurate, I want to go ahead and challenge the information, and I use the PIN formula to go ahead and do this. So what I start off with is attacking the personal information that's in there that's not accurate. We want the information on the credit report to be 100% accurate, 100% verifiable, and reporting within the timelines. When it comes to the personal information, a lot of times you'll see things that have been outdated. I used to have old jobs from 20, 30 years ago. Excuse me, not 30 years ago, 20 years ago. Actually, probably a little bit more than 20 years, back in the 90s. When I had got my first job, there's a few jobs on there. So what you want to do is you kind of want to cut all information that's not relevant to you today. Uh, Not last year, last month, what's relevant today. So if you had an address on your credit report that's reporting from 3 months ago, it's not relevant for you today. It's not where you actually live. So you want to cut the ties to that old address. You don't want it showing anywhere on your credit report. So what we do is we start off by going after the personal information on the credit report, your names. Any type of names that is misspelled, alias names that may be on there. Sometimes they might report, say your name is John Smith. They might report Smith, comma, John D. But you never go by that name. So that's kind of like, who would call you Smith John D? That's not your name. Your name is John Smith. So things like this, which may not seem like it's something that's inaccurate, is in fact inaccurate, and you want the information to be showing perfectly clear as to how you would fill it out. So if that name is not accurate, you want to go ahead and request that name to be deleted. Addresses. A lot of times people will have old addresses that show up on a credit report from decades ago. Same thing with like jobs and stuff. So you want to make sure that you get those things taken care of. Any old phone numbers, like I say, you want to dispute all personal information that's not relevant to you today. So if you have something that's on there from 3 years ago, 5 years ago, whatever the case is, you're going to want to dispute that information to get that information taken off. Okay. Do they have your spouse information on there? Sometimes they may have spouse information that may be an ex-wife or ex-husband. Um, Something like that, you want to, again, get those things removed. So anything that's in the personal information section on your credit report, you want to go ahead and tackle that information. Now let me tell you what happens when you get these things deleted. A lot of times, indirectly, what will happen is accounts start falling off that were tied to that address, to that phone number, to that job, to that name that may have been misspelled. Sometimes they may have a name John Smith, but John is spelled Jon, when in fact your name is John. So things like this that seem very minuscule, you want to make sure that you go ahead and just, if it's not correct, it's not 100% accurate, make sure to get that thing deleted. Okay. Next, what we move on to is the I in PIN, which stands for inquiries. We go after the inquiries in a little bit of a different manner. Anything that's on the credit report has to be verifiable. So how are they going to verify the information in regards to an inquiry? Now, a lot of times what you can do is you can contact the credit bureaus and just let them know, hey, I'm not sure about this inquiry that's listed on my credit report. I don't recall applying for credit on this day. Can you please verify that the information that you are reporting is accurate? Because like I said, I don't show anything. Sometimes when you write a letter for an inquiry, you'll get a response saying that an inquiry is something that they provided to a furnisher. But if you in fact didn't actually request that inquiry to be made, it shouldn't be there in the first place. It may be identity theft. It may be something that may have been miskeyed when they were entering the information in the system. Or if it was you and you entered the information, maybe something got messed up. Whatever the case is, a lot of times if you contact the bureaus and say, hey, listen, the inquiries don't really match my records, can you please verify that the information is accurate? You might get somewhere as far as deletions are concerned. And the last letter of the acronym N, negative information. So in this case, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and look at all the negative information on your credit report. What we like to do is we like to circle the information that's inaccurate so we can go ahead and have a reference point of what we're looking at. So what we do is we go through it with a fine-tooth comb. We look at every section of that reporting. Are they reporting the date accurate that the account was opened? A lot of times you'll see that an account was opened on January 1st of any given year. We all know that banks are closed on January 1st, so it's very hard to, in fact, get a credit card or an account open on January 1st. If you look at a tri-merge credit report where it has the information side by side, it's a lot easier to see that information quick and fast and in a hurry. You'll see the date that the account was opened. Sometimes it might say the first, and maybe one or two of the other reports may in fact say the first as well, but then one or two may say that it may have been opened on the 12th, when that in fact is reporting inaccurately. So whether it's late payments or the account is derogatory, such as a charge-off, a repossession, foreclosure, short sale, whatever the case is, if it's negative information, we want to do our best to try to get that information taken care of. So just go ahead and print out your credit report. If you've got it in the mail, circle the things that you feel are inaccurate, why you feel it's inaccurate, so that way when you are disputing, you'll be able to have some type of reference as to why you're disputing that information. Okay, so this was just a quick video I wanted to throw together. Wanted to go ahead and give you guys my PIN formula in regards to doing disputes. If this is something that you guys like, please like and share it. If you guys have any questions, please comment below. You guys could always reach me via email. You could send an email to info@approvemyscore.com, and we will get back with you in regards to any types of questions you guys may have. If you guys are looking at trying to get your credit report done for you and don't want to go through the hassles of trying to figure it out as you go along, because it took me, I've been in the industry for about 17.5 years now, starting from June 2000, so almost 17.5 years. But if you guys have any questions, like I say, feel free to drop a line, drop a comment, or send an email, and we'll definitely be able to get back with you as soon as possible. If you guys feel that this is something that somebody you know might value, please share it with them, because sharing is caring. We want to get the information out to as many people as possible, give you guys the information that you guys will need to go ahead and start building and rebuilding your credit. So this particular video was meant just for the PIN formula. I like to start doing videos for you guys just to give you guys a little bit different types of tactics of what we're using here and what we see that's working. So with that being said, I'd like to thank you guys for taking the time to watch the video. Again, this is Fred Levi. I'm the Vice President of Sales here at Approve My Score. If you guys have questions, please drop them below. Talk to you soon.